The morning shift at a large corporate headquarters in Dallas, Texas, had barely begun when Daniel Carter pushed his cleaning cart through the lobby. He wore a faded gray janitor's uniform and carried the same worn backpack he brought every day. To most employees, Daniel was invisible. He was simply the man who emptied trash cans, cleaned conference rooms, and polished floors after everyone else went home. But Daniel had chosen that life for a reason. He was a single father raising his 7-year-old daughter, Emma. She believed her father was simply working a temporary cleaning job while looking for something better. She never knew that Daniel could have walked into the company's executive offices any day he wanted. Because the company belonged to his father. Daniel's father, Robert Carter, was the CEO. Daniel had deliberately kept his identity secret. He wanted to understand how employees treated people who had no expensive suit, impressive title, or influence. Unfortunately, what he discovered was not encouraging. Several employees regularly ignored him. Some left food and coffee on tables instead of cleaning up after themselves. Others made jokes about his uniform. Daniel never complained. One morning, while he was cleaning near the executive conference room, 3 young employees walked past. "Hey, janitor," one called. Daniel looked up. "Yes, move your cart. You're blocking the hallway." Daniel moved it immediately. The employee smirked. "See, that wasn't difficult." Daniel said nothing. A few minutes later, the same group returned carrying coffee. One employee deliberately bumped into Daniel. The cup tipped. Scalding coffee splashed across Daniel's arm and chest. Daniel immediately dropped his cleaning cloth. Pain shot through his skin. The employees laughed. "Oh, come on," one said. "It was just coffee." Daniel clenched his jaw. He wanted to tell them exactly who he was. He wanted to call his father. But then he remembered why he had started this experiment. He quietly picked up the cup. "I'm sorry," he said. The employees laughed again. "You're apologizing?" Daniel nodded. He walked toward the maintenance room and carefully removed his jacket. His arm was red from the hot liquid. The building nurse offered to treat him, but Daniel insisted he was fine. He called Emma during his break. "Daddy, are you okay?" Daniel smiled despite the pain. "I'm fine, sweetheart. Are you coming home early?" "I promise." Daniel ended the call and looked at himself in the mirror. He had spent weeks watching employees judge people by their uniforms. Now he understood exactly how deep the problem went. What they didn't know was that Robert Carter had scheduled a surprise visit to the Dallas headquarters that afternoon. And when the CEO walked through the lobby, he would immediately recognize the injured janitor. He would recognize his son. And the entire building was about to discover that the man they had treated like he was invisible was family. By 2 o'clock that afternoon, the atmosphere inside Carter Industries had changed completely. Employees were preparing for a surprise visit from CEO Robert Carter, unaware that he was already on his way upstairs. Daniel was finishing his cleaning duties when the executive elevator opened. Robert stepped into the lobby with 2 assistants. He stopped immediately. His eyes landed on Daniel. The faded uniform, the red mark on his arm, the worn backpack beside the cleaning cart. Robert's expression changed. "Daniel." Every employee nearby turned. Daniel froze. "Dad." Silence spread across the lobby. One of the employees who had thrown the coffee looked terrified. Robert walked toward his son. "What happened to your arm?" Daniel glanced at the employees. It was an accident. Robert knew his son well enough to understand that wasn't the whole story. "An accident?" Daniel nodded. "I'm fine." Robert turned toward the employees. "Who did this?" Nobody answered. The 3 workers suddenly became very interested in the floor. Robert's voice became firm. "I asked a question." One employee finally spoke. "It was just a coffee spill, sir." Robert looked at Daniel, then at the employee. "Coffee doesn't spill itself." Daniel stepped forward. "Dad, please." Robert looked at him. "You don't have to protect them." Daniel sighed. "I wasn't trying to." Robert called the management team into the lobby. Within minutes, several department heads arrived. Robert stood beside Daniel. "This is my son, Daniel Carter." The employees stared in disbelief. The janitor they had mocked was the CEO's son. But Robert wasn't finished. Daniel chose to work here anonymously because he wanted to understand how our employees treat people who don't have titles. Nobody spoke. Robert continued, "And what he discovered should concern every person in this building." Daniel looked uncomfortable. "I didn't do this to punish anyone." He turned toward the employees. "I just wanted to know whether people respected workers because they were human beings, or because they had power." The employees looked ashamed. One of them stepped forward. "Daniel, I'm sorry." Another apologized. Daniel accepted their apologies but didn't smile. Robert then announced new workplace policies requiring respectful treatment of every employee, regardless of position. He also ordered the company to review its complaint system so workers could report mistreatment without fear. Then Robert looked at Daniel. "What do you want?" Daniel thought for a moment. "I want people like me to be treated with respect before anyone knows who they are." Robert smiled. "Then let's make that our new standard." Daniel returned to his cleaning cart. But this time, employees moved aside respectfully. No one laughed, no one ignored him, and Daniel realized that he hadn't needed to reveal his identity to earn respect. His father had simply revealed the truth so everyone could finally understand the lesson. A person's value should never depend on the title printed on their name badge.